So according to Discussing Film, Netflix film chief Dan Lin has reaffirmed that they will not work with directors who want theatrical releases. That would be Netflix. Remember when Netflix was trying to tell Congress that if they were able to buy Warner Brothers, they would definitely keep movies in theaters? I don't think that's true. Or I think what was going to happen more than likely is if Netflix got a hold of Warner Brothers, they were going to basically just use the IP, make a bunch of streaming stuff. And, once the ink dried, they weren't going to commit to theatrical releases, because this is coming from the guy who's in charge. He says there's a group of filmmakers who still want theatrical. Those are filmmakers we've accepted, we just won't work with. That doesn't sound like a vote of confidence in theatrical releases. This is coming from the New York Times originally. And he said, now, this is Mr. Lin, the guy at Netflix who greenlights all the movies. He said that they're going to have to spend less money on fewer, better movies. It was a joke for a long time that Netflix would greenlight anything. In fact, there was a skit out there where somebody pick up the phone and be like, hey, thank you for calling Netflix. You're greenlit. What can I do for you? Just trying to, they were just like spray and pray, like whatever they could greenlight, they would greenlight. And now he's being told to rein that in a little bit. So again, come from the New York Times, Mr. Lin's instructions at Netflix are to spend less money on fewer, better movies. The goal was to really have great movies on Netflix and have consistency and quality. And he delivered on that, said the streamer's chief content officer. What better and quality mean can be hard to define, but Mr. Lin sees an opportunity in certain types of projects that Hollywood's legacy studios are leaving behind. And Netflix has done some good movies over the last couple of years, but there have been a lot that are just like, God, these are awful. He said, there are movies that I grew up watching and I love that people aren't making anymore. He said he wants Netflix to make more comedies, more romantic comedies, more book adaptations, and we'll make sure that everybody's swapped, and because that's what they do over at Netflix, but whatever. More of the films that used to be the bread and butter of the medium. Well, people aren't paying to go to a theater to see that kind of thing anymore. Mr. Lin cited People We Meet on Vacation as an example, the rom-com based on a best-selling novel by Emily Henry and starring newcomers Emily Bader and Tom Blythe, generated more than 17 million views over its opening weekend. That's kind of weird. Like, how do you quantify what's a success on Netflix? They're very, very weird about that. And we've seen shows like Cowboy Bebop get canceled almost immediately because they did not get enough views out of the gate. And I think they're very front-loaded. I think their movies are like, they have to be a huge hit right out of the gate. And I don't think they have the patience for theatrical. I think they want that instant gratification, just like their customers. But yeah, there we go. Netflix is done coddling Hollywood.